Hey guys, it's Danny. So finally, some Seramis managed to come to me. I've been waiting for Seramis for 3 weeks now. Now my initial order is not here yet, the one from Orchitop. However, I did purchase from Amazon Germany with expedited shipping and it was here in 4 days. Who knew? Anyway, this is the proper Seramis, the one you can find in stores. Now the one that I actually purchased is the one from Orchitop, which is the bigger granulated version. However, I'm really curious to see what's the difference between these two. Many viewers told me that this is pretty small. I have to tell you, it doesn't feel small, but let's see what the difference is. So out of the box, I have to say this is a bit different. It's cleaner, I have to give it that, and it's a little bit moist. However, it's not very small granulated. I'll give it might be better suited for smaller orchids. I'm not sure if I would pot a Vanda in something like this. I wouldn't pot a Vanda in pure Seramis either, but it's really not small. It's totally usable, you guys. But let's put them side by side and see what the difference is. So here they are side by side, and yeah, there is a difference, you guys. However, it's not impossible to work with. So this is the Seramis you usually get from Orchitop. I do not own a bag, but you will receive it in a clear bag. Each bag is 2.5 liters, if I'm not mistaken. That would be about 1 kilogram. And this one, I purchased the 7.5 liter bag. And yes, there really is a difference. However, for this particular orchid, you know what? I would have used this one better. This is a semi-terrestrial orchid. So for those orchids which actually do like more moisture than, let's say, Vanda or a Cattleya even, I would actually go for that one. And of course, I am mixing it with hydroton, so even if this is smaller, it's really not going to suffocate the roots. It's not going to compact. Think of it as a slightly larger version of perlite. You use perlite for drainage and more ventilation, right? It's the same with Seramis. The difference is Seramis actually holds a little bit more water than perlite. Now, since I have this, I really need to pot my orchids in it. And as I was saying, there's no drama in using this over this. That's what I'm gonna do. Of course, I might actually wait a little bit more with some orchids to get the bigger version of Orchitop, simply because I do have orchids with humongous roots. And this, it's not that it's bad, however, it's not that convenient. When I'm gonna water it, things will pretty much go everywhere. This stuff can actually come through the pot as well, so I'll have to make sure there is hydroton on the bottom and so on. However, for everything else, oncidiums will do perfect. And this thing, smaller orchids as well, it's just perfect. Bigger Cattleyas, I wouldn't pot them necessarily on this thing, simply because it's not convenient, not that it will suffocate or anything. So enough talking, I really want to get to repotting something, so let me see. I know what I'm going to repot. So here's the subject of the day. This is the Bulbophyllum Elizabeth and Buckleberry. Surprisingly enough, this dude is a really hardy orchid. I did not have many Bulbophyllums that are as hardy as this guy, so I would definitely recommend this one. However, he does enjoy a lot of moisture. He did suffer quite a lot. You can see how shriveled he is. I cannot wait to pot him up. I'll start this like I usually do. I will place a layer of hydroton on the bottom. Some beads will fall, yeah, because this is a pretty big drainage hole right here. However, it's better than putting Seramis. Somehow they will find their way in this pot and they will sit, trust me. Okay, so 2 fell, but that's it. And there we go. So let's start adding some Seramis now. Cannot necessarily give you a ratio because this Seramis is quite tiny. I'm just gonna make a sort of a mixture, but I'm gonna eyeball it. It's how I usually do things. I don't measure stuff. So you see what the problem is. It's a bit fine, so slightly inconvenient. I don't know how to explain this, but it's not bad at all. For a big pot, it's kind of stressful to fill it up. However, this guy really enjoys moisture, so we're good. In a smaller pot, you won't necessarily have problems with this type of Seramis, but if I had the bigger Seramis, I would fill this pot much faster. That's the only drawback, really, so far. I have actually reached the level where I should stop adding, and now I'm just gonna try to place my orchid somehow. I'm not sure if this new growth will create something from here or from here. I'm not sure if it's gonna bloom, so my intuition says it's gonna start growing from here, but I'm not sure. So I'll pot it kind of slightly centered, because if it decides to go in this direction and I pot it like this, it's not going to be okay. It will take over the pot, and I'll make sure I train it to take over the pot. I think centering it is a good idea now. Moments like these when I wish I had 3 hands, actually. And here's the finished product. Maybe a little bit more Seramis. I choose to put more Seramis on the top because it does stay more moist. This guy is a little bit raised here, but it's okay. This is new growth. I'm gonna try to train it somehow. It will take over this pot. It will become a mess. This is how bulbophyllums are, but I'm quite okay with how this turned out. And yeah, you guys, totally usable, this Seramis. It's just a little bit frustrating or inconvenient compared to the other one. I do kind of still prefer the other one, but I do want to have a few bags of the proper Seramis. As I was saying, smaller orchids, miniatures, seedlings, they would actually prefer this. And I think I would be much more comfortable with this because they do have pretty fine roots. It's just different and it has to be adapted to the orchid you're actually placing in it. However, if you mix it with hydroton, it should be pretty okay. Hydroton is a good filler, it adds ventilation and so on. However, Seramis is pretty ventilated, it does not compact. So this is my conclusion. I do like this one as well. I want to keep it. It's spectacular for tinier orchids or fine rooted orchids. The other one is much better for bigger rooted orchids like Cattleyas, some Cattleyas at least. I will share with you in the description the links towards the Seramis from Orchitop. This Seramis, the proper Seramis, you can find it in stores in UK. You can also find it on Amazon and even eBay, and also in the USA. I will add the links that I found in the description below if you're interested. If you'd like to see more orchid videos from me, simply subscribe to my channel. I do post on a daily basis. Feel free to leave me questions or suggestions for videos as well in the comment section below. Don't forget, I also have an address. You can see it here. You can send me a letter or a package anytime you feel like it. If you click on the left side of your screen, you're going to be directed to orchidnature.com, where you'll find care sheets, identification sheets, and also you can talk to us in the forum section. And on the right side of your screen, you can click to watch another orchid video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you all next time. Bye!